Now, let's introduce the big three. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Azure is Microsoft's cloud platform. Google Cloud is Google's cloud platform. All three can help organizations run apps, store data, host databases, manage users, secure systems, automate workflows, analyze information, and build AI-powered tools. So, they are not completely different worlds. They share many of the same core concepts. All three of them, they have compute. All three have storage. All three of them have networking. All three have identity. All three have databases. All three have security services. All three have monitoring. All three have AI and data tools. The difference is in their ecosystem, their strengths, their customer base, their common use cases, and the job market. So don't think of AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud as three separate planets. Think of them as three major cities. Each city has roads, buildings, power, water, transportation, security, and businesses. But each city has its own culture, has its own layout, has its own strengths and career opportunities. So that is how beginners should think about cloud platforms. Now, let's start with AWS, which stands for Amazon Web Services. A simple way to understand AWS is like a giant technology warehouse. Inside that warehouse, you can rent servers, storage, databases, networking tools, security services, AI services, developer tools, automation tools, and much more. Here are some beginner examples. EC2 is like renting a virtual computer. S3 is like renting a giant storage locker for files. RDS is like using a managed database. IAM is like controlling who has access to what. VPC is like creating your own private network area in the cloud. CloudWatch helps you to monitor what is happening. Lambda lets you run code without managing a traditional server. Now, beginners do not need to master all of these on day one. That is where people get overwhelmed. A better way to learn AWS is to start with categories: compute, storage, networking, databases, identity, security, monitoring, and so on and so forth. If you understand those categories, the individual services become easier to place. AWS is powerful because it has a massive ecosystem. Many startups, they use AWS. Many enterprises, they use AWS. Many DevOps teams, cloud engineers, and many security teams work with AWS. Now, many companies build web applications as well as APIs, data pipelines, and AI systems that use AWS. So if you want broad cloud exposure, AWS is a strong choice. But here is the warning. AWS can feel overwhelming because there are so many services. So if you want to start with AWS, do not try to learn everything. Start with the basics. Once again, start with the basics. Create an account carefully. Understand free tier limits. Learn IAM, learn S3, learn EC2, learn basic networking. Learn one database option. Learn basic monitoring. Then build a simple project. Do not start with a 25 service architecture diagram now. Start with one project that you can explain. All right, let's jump on to Microsoft Azure, which is Microsoft's cloud platform. The easiest way to understand Azure is this. Azure is strong in organizations that already use Microsoft tools. Think about companies using Windows Server, Microsoft 365, Teams, SharePoint, Active Directory, even Microsoft Entra ID, or Power BI, SQL Server, Intune, Defender, Dynamics, or .NET applications. For many businesses, Azure feels like the natural cloud extension of the Microsoft world. That is why Azure is extremely important in enterprise IT. If you're coming from IT support, help desk, systems admin, Microsoft 365 admin, Windows admin, identity management, or enterprise business tools, Azure may be a very good practical path. Azure connects strongly to cloud admins, IAM, that is Identity and Access Management, hybrid cloud, enterprise security, Microsoft 365 security, data and analytics, business applications, device management, compliance, and so on. A beginner's mistake, though, is thinking Azure is only for Microsoft developers. Now, that is not true. Azure is much more bigger than that. Azure matters for cloud support, cybersecurity, systems admin, data, identity, compliance, enterprise IT, and business technology. For instance, if a company uses Microsoft 365, they may also use Entra ID to manage identities. They may use conditional access policies to control their logins. They may use Azure virtual machines. They may also use Azure SQL databases. What do you know? They may also use Microsoft Defender as well as Azure Monitor. They may even use Power BI for their dashboards. That means Azure can be a very realistic path for people already close to business IT environments. So, if your background is help desk, desktop support, Microsoft 365, Windows, Active Directory, business systems, Azure is not just a cloud platform. It can be your bridge to cloud, cybersecurity, and enterprise technology. Now, let's talk about Google Cloud, which is Google's cloud platform. A simple way to understand Google Cloud is this. Google Cloud is very strong in data, analytics, AI, machine learning, Kubernetes, and modern cloud native systems. Think about what Google had to build over the years. Search, YouTube, Gmail, Maps, ads, massive data processing, global infrastructure, machine learning systems, large-scale software platforms. So, Google Cloud reflects many of these strengths. Now, beginner examples are BigQuery, which is powerful for data analytics. Google Cloud Storage, which stores files and objects. Google Kubernetes Engine, it helps run containerized applications. Vertex AI supports machine learning and AI workflows. Cloud Run helps run containerized applications without managing servers in the traditional way. Google may appeal to learners who are interested in data engineering, analytics, AI, machine learning, cloud native development, containers, Kubernetes, modern application platforms. Now, if you enjoyed the SQL and data session we had previously, Google Cloud should at least be on your radar because of its strong data and analytics tools. If you are interested in AI and machine learning, Google Cloud also matters because of its AI ecosystem. But here is the practical point. For many beginners, Google Cloud may not always be the first platform they see in entry-level job posts, depending on their local job market. That does not mean it is weak. It means your decision should connect to your goals. Check your local market. Check the jobs you want. Check what your employer uses. Check the projects you want to build. Then choose wisely. Google Cloud or Amazon Web Services or Azure. Let's compare these three big cloud service providers in a simple way. AWS is strong if you want broad cloud exposure, cloud engineering, infrastructure, DevOps, startups, scalable applications, and large cloud ecosystems. Azure is strong if you want enterprise IT, Microsoft environments, identity, cloud admin, hybrid systems, Microsoft 365, security, and business organizations. Google Cloud is strong if you want data, analytics, AI, machine learning, Kubernetes, modern application platforms, and cloud-native projects. But here is the most important point in the whole session. The cloud concepts are more important than the logo. Once again, the cloud concepts are more important than the logo. Compute is compute. Storage is storage. Networking is networking. Likewise, identity is identity. Databases are databases. Monitoring is monitoring. Security is security. So, if you understand the concepts, switching platforms becomes easier. If you only memorize buttons inside one console, you will feel lost when the interface changes. So beginners should learn cloud concepts first, then choose a platform. Concepts first, platform second. That is the key. So, which cloud should you learn first? Here is my practical recommendation. If you are not sure and you want broad exposure, start with AWS. AWS gives you a wide foundation and exposes you to many core cloud concepts. If you are already in IT support, Microsoft 365, Windows environments, help desk, systems admin, Active Directory, identity management, or enterprise business tools, start with Microsoft Azure. Azure may connect more directly to what you already know. If you are focused on data, AI, machine learning, analytics, Kubernetes, or cloud-native development, consider Google Cloud. If your employer already uses one platform, start there. That is one of the easiest decisions. If your local job market mentions one platform more than the others, pay attention to that. If your school, bootcamp, your team, or organization already has access to one platform, use it. And if you are still completely unsure, start with cloud fundamentals. Learn what cloud is. Learn compute. Learn storage. Learn networking. Learn identity. Learn databases. Learn security. Then, choose a beginner certification or a project path. Do not overthink the logo. Choose a path, build something, explain what you built. Then, that is how you grow.